This is what's called a proof copy, the very first printing of a book. Not for resale, just for checking out to make sure everything is proper. And there was one little problem. Don't think I'm supposed to show barcodes, but this is a temporary one anyway. But do you see the little label sticking out from beneath it? I have to get the artist to shift the actual barcode about 1/8 of an inch closer to the spine. This book is based on true events. While it is fiction, many of the incidents did happen to somebody in Mogollon at some point in time, allegedly. Names and dates have been changed for privacy, but the historical information in particular is verifiably accurate. And yet that history spans such a brief period of time, from James Cooney's first discovery of gold in 1870 to the company town's dismantling in 1942. So much focus on such a short window. Sometime around the 1980s, a company leased land outside of Mogollon from the Forest Service to run a high-tech smelting operation, going through old mine tailings with improved techniques to leach out even more minerals, though with no less toxic byproducts. That effort did not last long, however, and the equipment has been abandoned, more public land fenced off and declared a biohazard. This is the pattern of extractive capitalism and the danger of a short-term history. There is nothing standing in the way of these companies retreading the process over and over in the pristine forests and wildernesses that still grace this planet. Nothing but you and me, that is. I wrote this book to provide a fuller sense of the issues and events that the people of Mogollon, and in a way much of the United States of America, are facing today. Are the only options to revert to who we used to be or to make a living off the nostalgia for that time? How does a normal person get their foot in the door when 99% of an industry, or a town, is already owned by billionaires or corporations? When the line between scam and scheme depends on how much you can spend on lawyers? Conservation is not a value that trickles down. To preserve what wilderness remains, it will have to transpirate up from the grassroots to reach every branch and leaf of the human tree.